Good morning again, my colleague businessmen and exporters in India. Today I got a bit break time between my coffee, so I thought I can share the analysis made by my technical team in office about the new APEDA export subsidy schemes. So let me take directly into that presentation. This is the new scheme launched for the period, I would say, we are in last scheme got ended in 2020. So the new scheme started from 2021 to 2026 is the outlay period. So what is the exporter's responsibility and rewards? The new financial commission cycle, that is what APEDA is calling about, FCC. So this is our analysis. Not all exporters are getting the subsidy benefits we have seen previously in the last 5 years, correct? So to get that export subsidy announced by APEDA, what is our responsibility as an exporter? So we shall analyze and understand the scheme benefits and the exporter's responsibility to get connected with this new subsidy scheme and get benefit out of it. So they call this as a 15th Finance Commission cycle. This is for the period 2021 to 2022. Uh, the overlay is up to 2025 to 2026. So we have done this analysis so that our export community can get benefit out of it. And our intention, basic intention, is to give an outreach of all the government programs to reach the business people so that they can flourish well. So whoever is new to the export business and whoever is new to APEDA, so let me say what APEDA is. APEDA is Export Development Authority formed by Government of India under Ministry of Commerce. The primary objective of APEDA is to undertake the development and promotion of export of following products: fruits, vegetables and their products, meat and meat products, poultry and poultry products, dairy products, confectionery, biscuits and bakery products, honey, jaggery and sugar products, cocoa and its products, chocolates of all kinds, alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. Interesting it is. Cereals and cereal products, groundnuts, peanuts and walnuts, pickles, chutneys and poppets, and gum, floriculture and floriculture products, herbal and medicinal plants, cashew kernels, cashew nut, shell liquid, and cardinals. So these are all the 15 items. Whoever is exporting these 15 categories in their business shall get benefit from this new APEDA scheme and the subsidy scheme. So as we discussed, not everybody is getting the subsidy. What mistake exporters are doing, or what responsibility they should possess and be ready with and do comply with to avail this financial assistance or the subsidy granted by APEDA, Government of India. So let us understand deeply what it takes for an exporter to get this money to grow their export business. So let me continue my sharing again so that we can go through. So let us understand in this financial commission cycle of a PADA, what are all the scheme components? This is the first thing and fundamental thing we are going to understand. And then this is the only thing we are going to understand. So giving an understanding to the scheme components for development of export infrastructure like building the facility, cold storages, and internal machineries, whether you go for manual or semi-automatic or fully automatic, doesn't matter. Every infrastructure will get its benefit. And number two is quality development, like certifications, training, and like ISO certifications, food safety certifications, and testing laboratory, and certified lab personnel as a human resource. Everything we will get subsidy from the government. And the third component is the market development, which is a very interesting component. I wish everybody should make use of it to grow the export business because this helps in launching new brand to a new country or to a new market, registering the brand like trademark or packaging copyrights, and also participating in global expo like Dubai Expo, Tokyo Expo, Osaka Expo, Singapore Expo, Los Angeles Expo, Chicago Expo, London Expo, whatever you call Cologne Expo in Germany. So all these exporters need to participate in expos like this to promote their products and develop their businesses, right? So APEDA is giving some subsidy amount also to support all exporters like us. So let us understand what are all those things slowly. Mm. So having said this, so this is the main thing, three components that we should understand. So we have subsidy and grant for infrastructure. We have for certifications and training. And number three, we have for market development for participating in expos and marketing strategies and study report on a new market. Everything we can get. That's how it is. So let me continue with my sharing of the developed content analysis. So the next thing is understanding what and all we can get for infrastructure development. So as we discussed, it is for the facility development and cold storage structures and refrigerated transportations and cable systems for handling crops like banana when your export facility is integrated with the farm facility, and facilities like vapor heat treatments for mangoes, bitter gourds, chilies, whatever you call as the importing country demands, and the phytosanitary requirements of importing countries, like establishing the laboratory within your export facility. So these are all the number one scheme component for infrastructure. And what is number two for the quality development? That is for installing the quality management system like ISO 22000, Halal, FSSI, or whatever you call, and laboratory testing equipments like microbiological requirements like microscopes, pH meters, pest control devices, and pest detection devices, and handheld capturing devices, and testing of your water, soil, pesticides, drugs, hormones, toxins, heavy metals. For all these activities, the earlier one, what we saw is infrastructure and quality development is number two component is for your activities and training and certifications. So let us understand what is there in the number three market development component. This is an interesting component. I wish every exporter should make use of this and leverage the potential to beat the competition and to penetrate into new markets. So, what all the uh, scheme components? Let us see it in detail. So, here what they say: participation in international trade fairs and exchange of trade delegations, organizing buyer-seller meets, and developing packaging standards for new products and upgrading the existing facilities also. Suppose if the facility is already there and you want to upgrade it with an European Union registered pack house, for that also you will get the subsidy assistance from APEDA. So they call this financial benefit in so many words: subsidy, rewards, grants, incentives, pattern of assistance. Everything is same. Whatever you call, ultimately it is the money to your pocket. So let us see what is in the bucket of financial commission cycle 2021 to 2026 for the exporters. My business community and export community, as I told you, the last scheme got ended in 2020. So this is a new scheme. The bucket is fresh with full of benefit. So give the cash to your business, make yourself eligible and responsible, and don't miss it, and get it to your business account quickly. So let me share what is the percentage we're going to get in each scheme for our successful running of export businesses. So this is how it is. Uh, the assistance will be up to 40%, to a ceiling of maximum 200 lakhs, that is 2 crores. This is for infrastructure. And for market development, for travel and study, like your field study by appointing a consultant to penetrate into a new market, and traveling to different countries for participating in expos and for promoting your brands. It is 50% of the total cost, eligible cost, or with a maximum ceiling of 3 lakhs per participant per annum. So the next thing is for, again, in your infrastructure, uh, not only for machineries and cold storages and laboratory setup, even for your air conditioning systems, plumbing systems, and the building infrastructure of PV, whichever falls under technical civil work, categorized by the as per the norms criteria by APEDA, certified by your chartered engineer and consultant, 25% of the total value you will get back to your business. And next is for 50% for sample testing. Suppose if you want to test your product for nutrition certifications and detection of pests and any unwanted substances, banned substances, and even for testing your water as per IS 10500 standard in an NABL accredited laboratory, you will get 50% of the test fees you pay to your testing agency, subjected to a ceiling of 5,000 per sample. So good it is. So it's all supporting us. It's supporting us in infrastructure. It is supporting us in marketing. It is supporting in testing and improving our quality. And the next is 50% for FSMS, like ISO 22000 certifications, FSSI certifications, and halal certifications, whatever the importing country requirements are there for good management system. If you start implementing it and get it certified, you will get 5 lakhs per certificate, or the total expense. If the total expense is more than 5 lakhs, the 50% of the expense is being reimbursed for you. So we are in the midst of the presentation, actually. So let me say something about me. I have 23 years of consulting experience in European Union, Middle East and North Africa, ASEAN countries, that is our Singapore, Malaysia, and the Southeast Asian countries, and in India. And I am the co-founder of SciTech Consulting Group in 2014, and we are empaneled with MSME and FSSI as a trainer. And I have created the brand called Pack House. You can see it here. This is all about establishing and constructing in a smart way. It's a smart building of factories. So we have created this brand. So the in a single one-line briefing, what I can say all about this Pack House brand is, if you construct your export facility with a Pack House consultant and Pecos branded contractor, then your facility comes with all certifications and accreditations inbuilt. The very day, the next day of your project completion, you can start invoicing your client or your importer commercially. That is a benefit of engaging a pack house consultant and contractors for your export facilities. So I have created a course called PACO Certified Export Professionals to give the management and supervisors, whoever is involved in export business, to understand the compliance requirements and necessary trainings and certifications to that particular personnels. We do this in our office and online mode also. And we are auditors for quality management systems, food safety management systems, energy and environment systems. So subscribe to our channels. We are constantly and regularly giving an outreach to business community and export community about various government schemes, not only in India, from global scheme launches. So for how this assistance or disbursed to the exporters once the project kickstarts, it's normally delivered to your account in 3 installments. First is 40%. Once you submit your project report along with the investment pattern, the investment pattern can be your own fund. You can show that as a fixed deposit in your bank and or a bank loan sanction letter. And the second installment of 40% will be disbursed to your account. Once you submit, the first installment is utilized with chartered accountant certificate and chartered engineer certificate. And the third installment, 20%, is similarly after utilizing the 80%, you will get. So the 100% of 40% of the project value is assisting you and supporting you and cushioning you. So how cool it is. So my dear exporters and business community persons, try to use this time. The timeline is used 21 to 26, 2021 to 2026. The packet is fresh. Make yourself eligible and responsible and get your money to your business and run it with competitive edge. So let us continue the presentation again to analyze further what it takes to get that assistance. So we have understood now through the session so far, we understood the 3 components for infrastructure, number 1, and number 2 is for quality development, and number 3 is for marketing support. And how it is getting dispersed to our account also, we have understood. It is 40%, 40%, and 20% in three installments. So now, as an exporter, what is my responsibility? Mainly, I have crisped it in a nutshell so that your application and documentation can be smooth to the department. First and foremost, the facility of land. The beneficiary should possess either land in his name or in his business name or leased land in his name or company name with minimum period lock-in period of 15 years. That is meaning when you put your lease agreement, put it for 15 years with 5 years lock-in period. If it is your own land, it should be one of the director's name or proprietor's name. And the second important thing is certifications and concerns. Yes, the facility should get developed with ISO certifications, hazard analysis and critical control point certifications, proper food safety management system certifications, and proper consent from local bodies, panchayat unions, pollution control boards, and the water what we use in the facility should be tested for the prescribed standard, that is IS 10,500 standard in a enable laboratory. So your land documents and the certifications are part of your application. So other two part of applications are the DPR, SOPs, and trainings. Yes, detailed project reports, chartered engineer certified drawings, and estimates, and key personnel like supervisors and lab in charges should have adequate training on management system, food safety management system, and FSSI 4-stack training and necessary export training to give a confidence to the department that you will be carrying out the business, export business, in a growing trajectory. So the fourth important part is the technology part of the applications that is called the traceability system, digitization, ERP, CRM, etc. So these four ingredients makes part of your application to avail this subsidy for your export business development and running. So my fellow businessmen and exporters, what I'm suggesting is if you are a proprietorship concern or a partnership establishment, it is better to go or engage a consultant because you will be lacking human resources. Don't get that headache of documentations and applications and lose time. And after putting a lot of efforts, the application may return back to you. So use an expert, consultants like us or experts. We will assist you in a faster time, and we can chase the department applications and update you the happenings through the subsidy disbursement codes so that you can concentrate on your business peacefully. If you are a private limited company or a corporate, you will be having your own admin team. They can take care of it. Uh, Even you can use consultants if you want, and nobody is going to stop you to make the process faster so that departments are open to us consultants so that because we give outreach for all these schemes and guidelines and we educate all the business communities and exporters and make uh, the business communities and exporters life easier and the departments functioning easier as well. We bridge the gap between the departments and the exporters community. So let us continue into the analysis and presentations. So this is how we are getting connected with the financial assistance schemes. So That is how it is moving on. So, following documents are required to be submitted. Um, I have crisped it in a nutshell so that you will not miss the key requirements. Ultimately, a detailed project report developed with 5-year business projections, audited certifications, and chartered engineer certifications for your um, investment pattern, and the drawings showing all the protocols and compliances. And the number two is the financial provisions to show how the investment is going to happen. It can be your own funding through bank or a bank loan sanction letter to support the development. And of course, yes, your GST number or certification of incorporation, business registration documents, and annual reports and audited financial statement if you are already an exporter, and three quotations from the suppliers of plant and machinery and equipment, and drawing and layout of the project duly approved by chartered engineer. So this is all the basic requirements in your APEDA financial assistance seeking application. So thank you, my exporters and business community. You have me by your side always. You can WhatsApp to my number 7373787744. You can also keep in touch with me to my email ID, dinesh@soyonline.in. So thank you very much again to all of you for giving me the opportunity to share our analysis and making the exporter responsible and making the exporter to understand his responsibility to avail the government subsidy and financial assistance benefits for the better growth of the export businesses. Thank you all.